More than anything else, Grace is a one-stop resource center for people in crisis. We provide everything from permanent housing to emergency shelter to help people in a housing crisis, and we really work hard to bring together the best available services in the community all in one place so that people don't have to run from one side of town to another in order to get assistance. Instead, they can just show up here and we can walk them through the process of going from homeless into housing as quickly as we possibly can. When Grace opened its doors 7 years ago, the homeless assistance system in our community wasn't really set up in a way that had the people in crisis in mind. It was built around what money was available, what services were available, and it was really built kind of from the perspective of the people providing the services.
I served on the county's planning committee to end homelessness. What the county had been doing in the city was largely a waste of time and money. The city passed anti-panhandling laws into effect. Now, businesses used to call the police to remove panhandlers. Taxpayers ended up spending hundreds of dollars to put these folks in jail for the night. Grace was formed with a limited mission and limited resources. And when they took that different approach, things started to change. Businesses can call Grace, which I have done, and said, we've got somebody here hanging around. They obviously need help.
Most people don't realize how cutting edge this approach to homelessness is. Solving homelessness and getting these people back where they can contribute to society successfully impacts and benefits the entire community. Even though it's not a problem you might see day to day, it does have an impact on you whether you know it or not.
Everything we do is oriented around trauma-informed care, not asking what's wrong with somebody, but recognizing what may have happened to that person that has helped lead to the circumstances that they're in. If somebody in our community is in a housing crisis and does not have a safe place to stay, all they need to do is show up at Grace and we'll take it from there. And they can decide what services are best for them. So for some people, that's just running through lists of affordable housing and jobs in the community. For other people, it's much more intensive case management that might end up leading to employment services, some physical health services, some mental health services. We have 146 beds of emergency shelter on campus. At Cafe 131, we provide about 135,000 meals a year, and those are available 3 times a day during the week for anybody who comes in and just needs a meal while they're working on whatever else they're working on.
And one of the most important facets of what we do is a housing first model. Nothing gets fixed if you're sleeping outside. You've got to have a place to go to the bathroom, to take a shower, to eat, and then other things can begin to get better.
We measure our impact based on how many people have moved into permanent housing and are no longer homeless. We've seen 47% reduction in local homelessness, a 69% reduction in the number of people literally living on the street, and as of today, almost 2,100 people moved into permanent housing who would have been homeless otherwise. Whether you are coming to our campus on Northeast Gainesville, whether you're living downtown or you're out in the woods, we have a team of people ready to meet you and provide the best services we possibly can.
I look at Grace and I see a comprehensive group of collaborators, and I see the city that came together, the county come in and collaborate. I watch the state, our local legislators. Without Grace, we would have a lot more individuals suffering in our community. You see the commitment and care. It's not only what happens here on campus, but it's also the residents out in the community and the way they check on them and follow up to make sure no one's falling through the cracks.
If people are interested in learning more about what we do, how we deliver the services we deliver them, or the impact that we've been able to have on the community since 2014, they can go to gracemarketplace.org to find all of that information.
Our volunteer office and the volunteers that come to serve at Grace Marketplace really do become the lifeblood of this operation. We like to say that everyone who supports Grace is a member of Team Grace, and volunteers are no exception. We have a variety of ways for folks to get involved here, starting with helping us sort donations and disperse those items out throughout campus. We've got administrative roles if you want to serve as an intern. One of our most unique volunteer opportunities is serving a meal in our cafe.
We really find that our team members like the hands-on experience with working with the clients out here and seeing the appreciation and putting a face with a problem that most people don't see every day. You really get a better sense of a real person behind this problem and not just what you read in the papers or what you might think you know.
There's something pretty powerful about showing up to work every day and being part of a team of people who are working on an issue that's way bigger than ourselves. Working on solving a problem where the solution to that problem will be here for years after we're gone.
When I interact with our congregates or even other people of faith who are like, I really want to help, I'm like, yeah, the best way for you to help is to contribute to Grace because we're already doing it, we're already doing good work, and we know how to do it.
If you want to become a donor, there are several ways to do that. You can make a one-time donation. You can become a Porch Light partner, which is our recurring donor program, and then joining Club 131, which is the group of donors and volunteers that support the operation of the cafe.
One of the best things you can do is tell people about us. Like if you interact with someone who's experiencing homelessness, tell them you should go to Grace. They will help you. They will take care of you. They'll get you into housing.
One of the ways that the community can help out is providing things that grants don't pay for. Things like care kits that include hygiene items, blankets and coats for the cold season, and suntan lotion for the summer months. We do accept donation drop-offs for businesses and organizations looking to support our mission. One of the great ways to do that is through sponsoring the Farm to Table Gathering to End Homelessness. It's our signature annual fundraiser that takes place in the spring.
I grew up in a place where seeing homeless people on the street was just about the most normal thing you could experience. I refuse to let my kids grow up thinking that homelessness is a normal part of our social fabric, that it is something that we can't do anything about, and that it is something that we don't have a responsibility to get involved with and to change. Grace is a way to solve the problem.